Hi guys, Andrew here from Peak Wealth Management. Just wanted to do a quick video today. Over the years and over the last few weeks in particular, I've been hearing or had a lot of people tell me about what I should or shouldn't be doing with my money. Or I've had a lot of clients as well come up and tell me what people have told them what they should or shouldn't be doing with their money. Now, I really just wanted to highlight five key themes that I've seen with this, and five key tips that you probably should be avoiding. Now, the first one, and very topical at the moment, would have to be stock tips and dodgy investment advice. Things that come to mind at the moment are the crypto things, and there are a lot of those hype things that have popped up. And also, I've been in a taxi or an Uber recently, and when you get into the conversation with them, they do ask what you do, and then they start talking about the different exploration or mining exploration companies that they reckon is going to strike it rich, or the next buy now pay later company that's going to be killing it very shortly. So that's one part I reckon people should probably avoid when it comes to long-term wealth creation, unless of course you do your own research and you do think it is a good investment, but just bear in mind, keep that as a small portion of your overall investment stuff. The second tip is more around the lifestyle choices. A lot of people do say, or my parents would be one of them, that you need to give up my daily coffee or even my smashed avo breakfast sandwich or roll or toast. I don't think it's one of those advices or tips that you should be taking into account. I think there are a lot of other things you could do that can better your financial situation, as opposed to giving up some of those little finer things that you really enjoy, like, and in my case, need sometimes. So yeah, look, I do understand that if you did invest that money over a long period of time, and I know it's small amounts, you'd probably make a fair bit and save a fair bit of money, and I think it can add up to couple of grand in a 12-month period, but look, I think there are lifestyle choices, and you can do a lot of other things to make that couple of grand that you would have saved if you avoided the coffee. Another thing which has popped up recently has been around paying off student debt quicker, or paying off your HECS debt, or help debt, I think they call it these days. Not necessarily a good thing. It's no real interest associated with that debt. And also, another good thing is that you pay for it with pre-tax money, unlike any other debt. There's no real benefit in paying it off earlier or sooner. So yeah, that's probably one part to stay clear of. I have seen some people do this to try and increase their borrowing capacity at times. So that can be a strategy that you need. But look, I think just be cautious on that, and don't rush into paying off your help debt. Another thing which comes up quite a bit, a lot of people in my network have this discussion, or we have this discussion, and that's that rent, and that's the fact that rent money is dead money. I think this comes in the form of the fact that Australians do have a fascination with property, and they absolutely love it. And they sometimes, when you tell people that you're renting, they can sometimes say, like, why are you doing that? What a waste of money. You're paying off someone else's mortgage. And look, historically, property has been a good investment over time, but you really don't need to follow that old path. I think if you're clear and you're not overstretching yourself with where you're renting and what you're paying in terms of rent, as long as you've got that capacity to save money on an ongoing basis, you can make investments which can actually perform better in the long run. So things like gearing or investing in shares over a long term, borrowing money, buying investment properties and having them work well, there's some things that you can do. And over the long term, you will likely be in a better outcome by doing that than just buying your own home and upgrading that over the next 20 years time, or over a 20-year period. Now, the last one, point number 5, is if you can't afford it, just borrow the money. You can always use the credit. This is a popular one that banks will sometimes advertise, borrowing money for holidays. I know we can't do that at the moment. Borrowing money for jet skis, borrowing money for cars that you necessarily don't need. There's some of the things that people have done in the past, or I've seen do, or have questioned me about. Not the greatest financial advice. So if you don't really need something, or you want to do something, you probably should be saving up for it, as opposed to borrowing the money to just do it. Okay. But look, guys, if you've got any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. And furthermore, if there's any other dodgy tips you've got, feel free to put them in the comments below or flick us a message on them. Take care and we'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.